Hello North Country and welcome to Bailey Avenue Field in Plattsburgh for Champlain Valley Athletic Conference High School Football. Tonight, the Plattsburgh High School Hornets meet the Seton Catholic Central School Knights. Both teams off to disappointing starts in the 1999 CVAC season. Both have records of 0 wins and 3 losses, so something gives tonight, and you can bet this inter-city rivalry will be a big one. I'm Foxy Gagnon, along with Laura Gagnon on camera and Eric Gagnon on stats. Plattsburgh High School is coached by Mike Bordeaux, assisted by Sanford Coakley and Bill Myers, and a host of other assistant coaches who work with the junior varsity program. And Seton Catholic is coached by Gary Ryan and assisted by Jeff Way, Paul O'Connell, and Aaron Rosenbaum. Both Coach Bordeaux of Plattsburgh High School and Coach Ryan of Seton Catholic are first-year coaches in CVAC football, although let's face it, Gary Ryan, the coach of Seton, has coached at so many sports at Seton. He's probably coached everything except ping pong at the school, and certainly a well-respected coach in the North Country. We look forward to 48 minutes of exciting football. Friday night football at Bailey Avenue, a long tradition, and especially when you get to that inter-city rivalry, guys who know each other, they grew up together, they're neighborhood kids, neighborhood buddies, and they played through various soccer or Little League baseball programs together, some of them on the same team, and now they face each other in different colors tonight. We look forward to an exciting night of football at Bailey Avenue. Thanks to Downtown Delhi for their support of CVAC football in the North Country. Seton's 3 losses. They lost to Saranac Lake to open the season 12-0. They then were upset by Saranac Central and then lost last week to Beekmantown 28-7. Plattsburgh High School still looking to get on the scoreboard. They've been shut out 3 times, their first 3 ball games of the year, shut out by Mariah, Tupper Lake, and AuSable Valley. Plattsburgh High School 0-9 last year, and they've gone 18 games without a victory, so they have a little bit extra on the line tonight as they try to snap that streak against the winless Seton Catholic Knights. As Goose would say, throw the record books out the window. It's time for football. Seton Catholic kicking to Plattsburgh High School, number 7, Ryan DeCamp. Puts the toes to it, and the line drive kick bounds around the 20 to the 10, scooped up for Plattsburgh by Matt Rivers. Good hard hit in the middle of the field as Rivers crossed the 30. Looks like 81 and 57 in on the tackle, and that would be Eric Chase and Brendan Cannon. Plattsburgh, first possession of the ball game, gets the ball at their own 32-yard line. Brian Marino, the voice of Bailey Avenue for the Hornets. Josh McMillan at quarterback, number 9, the senior quarterback. In the backfield behind him is Tim DeLeese, a sophomore, and Nick Walker. This is DeLeese. Big gain on first down carry. DeLeese, 6'1", 230-pound fullback, just a sophomore. Had an outstanding season as a freshman on the junior varsity and kicked it up to the varsity and doing very well. Omar Batter over the ball for the Hornets. The line, John Seguin, Taylor Stone, Tyson Tyrell, and Matt Wright, a 2nd and 1 from the 41. Give to DeLeese, opening up the middle into Seton territory, and saving tackle, touchdown saving tackle by Matt Ryan. DeLeese with a huge gain. About a 30-yard carry on the second play of scrimmage. All the yardage by DeLeese so far, and the Hornets are on the move against the Knights defense. We've played less than a minute. They've lugged it into Knights territory at the 30-yard line. Joel Miscavige in the backfield. He takes this hand up, hit hard at right tackle and brought down at the line of scrimmage. Adams and Matt Ryan in on the tackle of no gain, 2nd and 10. Matt Davis brings the play onto the field for Josh McMillan. He checks his band of plays on his left wrist and heads into the huddle. Front line for Seton, 57, Brendan Cannon, and it looks like 65, we'll see 56. We'll check that number in a moment. The 2nd and 10 from the 30. Late handoff to Walker as McMillan almost lost the handle. And indeed, that is 66, which I don't have in the program. Oh, there he is, John Bell. Number 66, John Bell. The middle of the defensive line. Number 30 on defense is Chris Wells. 33 is Adam Haberstroh. Number 24 is Mike Dragoon. Looks like he's at a defensive end spot or right linebacker spot. A 3rd and 8 for the Hornets. Oh boy, almost too quick movement off the ball and nothing as McMillan tried the quarterback sneak. And the Seton defense said nothing doing. And now a 4th and 5 from the Knights' 25-yard line and one last chance for the Hornets offense. They picked up a quick 9 yards on first play, then a first down on a 30-yard carry by Tim DeLeese, but then the Knights defense has held 4th and 5 from the Knights' 25-yard line. Pass rolling out is McMillan and complete to DeLeese inside the 15 for a first down. Big 4th down play for the Hornets and they connect. .8:40 remaining in the first quarter. No score on the Downtown Delhi scoreboard. Wide left for the Hornets, Steve Bodette, and wide right is Frank Padula. DeLeese into the heart of the defensive line for Seton, short gain.
Second down,
Hornets using up time as well. And they are 10 yards now, 6 yards from pay dirt as this series began at just short of the 10-yard line. 2nd and about 6. Give to the right side, and that was Rivers. No gain as stopped by 81 and 30. 30 Wells, 81 Chase. Team up to stop Rivers, and now once again Plattsburgh faced with a couple of tough situations. 3rd and 10. Ball just short of the 11-yard line. Conceivably, they could get a first down without getting into the end zone. Omar Batter breaks out of the huddle. He's over the ball. Josh McMillan, the quarterback. 2 first downs for the Hornets. On this drive, they've hogged the ball for the first 5 minutes of the ball game. McMillan rolls left, passes, corner of the end zone, but overshoots Sean Hollenbeck, looking for the touchdown strike there. And once again, the Hornets offense faced with a 4th down situation, this time 4th and 10. They came up with the big pass, McMillan to DeLeese. We'll see what Coach Bordeaux has in mind in this situation. Ball at about the 10. Hornets 10 yards away from pay dirt and what would be their first score of the season. Rivers and DeLeese in the backfield. Tight end left side is Matt Wright in the tackle spot. And incomplete over the middle. Good coverage on the play by DeCamp with the good coverage. DeCamp with the good coverage on the intended receiver, Bodette. And with 7:04 in the first quarter, the Knights defense stiffens in that tough zone, and the Hornets surrender the football.
All night long, victory, all night long.
Quarterback for Seton Catholic is Brian McGinley. Hustling into the huddle, Eric Chase, number 81. First quarter. Wide left for Seton, Matt Ryan. McGinley, handoff. Good pickup there by Seth Adams. We'll see Adams get plenty of action tonight, no question about that. Haverstroh brings the play in, or Wells brings the play in, number 30, 6:42 remaining in the first quarter. The Downtown Delhi scoreboard says Seton 0 and Plattsburgh High School 0. Nice give up the middle. Were you able to follow that one, Laura? No, that one. Nice ball handling by McGinley in the backfield. Wells carried the ball and gets the first down, just what you want. And first down of the ball game for the Seton offense. They get a new set of downs from the 24-yard line. Starting deep in their own territory for their first offensive series. Right side. And again, Wells the ball carrier.
Second down, Knights.
A 2nd and 9 as Wells was able to get the ball just past the 26-yard line. And quickly they are out of the huddle. Looks like number 75 over the ball, Jason Terry for Seton Catholic. Senior quarterback Brian McGinley behind him, and flags thrown in a 2nd and 9 situation. And offsides on Seton. McGinley again comes over to the sidelines to talk with Coach Ryan.
5 yards for replacement. Still second down.
Of course, Ryan replacing longtime coach at Seton Catholic for football, Larry Carpenter. Carpenter certainly will go in the record book as one of the North Country great football coaches. 2nd and long and complete over the middle. Nice pass completion to Adams. McGinley to Adams, hook up, and oh boy, did they get the first down? See where they spot it, and indeed it is. A first down. Teams are even in first downs at 2, and McGinley now 1 for 1 in the passing department. 5 minutes remaining first quarter, no score. This is the first offensive series for Seton Catholic. Wells carries right side, and 2-3 Hornets in on the tackle, including Taylor Stone. Also in on the tackle, Josh Coro.
Let's go, Knights!
A 2nd and 8. Ball now at the 36-yard line as the Knights inch it towards Hornet territory. And a reverse in the backfield. Nice crossbuck in the backfield, and near the first down is Rosenbaum with Rosenbaum with the carry. Derek Rosenbaum, and they're going to measure for this one, and we have a good view of this. 4:07 remaining in the first quarter. Plattsburgh 0, Seton Catholic 0. And the measurement right in front of us. Chain gangs on both sides of the field. How about that? And it is a first down. The 3rd first down. Seton's Offense stays alive. Offensive line for Seton Catholic, 77, Andy McGill. 52, Tyler Drolet. 75 over the ball, big Jason Terry. In the backfield, looks like Douglas. And handoff, tackle, 74, Plattsburgh Tyrell. And on the bottom, 54, Coro on Wells, the ball carrier.
Second down.
Seton not getting the big pickup on first down, but certainly on second and third they are. A 2nd and 9, but they inch it forward. It's now just over the 45-yard line, about 4 yards away from Hornet territory on a drive that began back at the 10. McGinley pitches, and Wells swings it right. Can the Hornets stop it? No, into Hornet territory, short of the first down. Gang tackled in front of the Hornet bench, but a big pickup there. Nice swing to the right side. Coach Ryan sending in a good variety of plays, and it's keeping the Hornets defense guessing in the first quarter.
Third down.
3rd and about 2. If they hit the 45-yard line of the Hornets, they have the first down. 2:45 remaining in a quick first quarter. Matt Ryan is wide left for Seton Catholic. And handoff left side, but we'll see where this is spotted. It looks like a first down. Ball carrier once again, Wells. McGinley puts in a lot of time. Boy, the Seton quarterback has to be in shape. He runs to the sidelines on every play, and he's got to be in shape. I don't know if I could handle that job for Seton. Too much running. New set of downs, 4 first downs on this drive for the Knights, and they're at the 45-yard line into Hornets territory. Quick pass and overshoots Rosenbaum and into the bleachers. Just 2:01 remaining in the first quarter. Seton with a record of 5-4 last season, and last year when these two teams met, Seton was victorious 35-13 over Plattsburgh High School. The 2nd and 10 from the 45. McGinley pitches. They'll swing it left side. Douglas, the ball carrier. He has room down the sidelines. McMillan with a beautiful tackle, but it was only after about a 15-yard gain by Douglas. Adam Douglas with the carry and a variety of running backs for Seton Catholic. Ball to the Hornets 30. Hustling in for the Hornets on defense, number 44, Matt Rivers, and Nick Walker checks out. The 1st and 10 from the Hornets 30, the Knights on the move. Wells past everybody, and with the tackle for Plattsburgh, Mike Rivers. Oh my goodness, flags down, however, and we'll see what this is. That may come back. And it is indeed against Seton Catholic, nullifying a big pickup. A minute 33 remaining in the first quarter. In the junior varsity game earlier today, Plattsburgh High School came from behind. They trailed 6-0 entering the fourth quarter, scored 2 touchdowns, defeated Seton Catholic 14-6. The Little Hornets victorious.
10 yards for holding.
And they're coached by Neil Bolin, assisted by Tom Daly and Jim Manchester, who are assisting tonight the varsity Hornets, I'm sure. A 1st and 15, kicks the ball back to the 35. And Ooh, nice move. Somebody moved up nicely on to Wells, the ball carrier, and indeed that was Mike Carey, the senior Carey, 6'1", 205, with a good hit on ball carrier Wells, and a Seton injury, and you hate to see this, and it's Andy McGill, one of their big linemen, and he's coming out. Entering the ball game for Seton is Jacob Rigby. But you hate to see this, no question about it. 1:10 remaining in the first quarter. And Seton with one of the smaller squads in the CVAC, and really can't really afford injuries to too many players. Dr. Adams is out onto the field. He hustles out, showing he's in good shape. He keeps in tip-top condition. And across the way, the athletic trainer for Plattsburgh High School, Mark Donnelly. Donnelly, fresh off some knee surgery, and that's coming along well. I talked with Mark before the ball game, but we hope Andy McGill's okay. He'll rest, and don't be surprised if the big guy is back out there. Timeout on the field. We see Sam Campbell along the sidelines as well, assisting, as he's probably the junior varsity coach at Seton Catholic. Yes, he is. And with 1:10 remaining, the score on the downtown Delhi scoreboard in the first quarter is Seton Catholic 0, Plattsburgh High School 0. Second and 11 for Seton Catholic. McGinley looks to pass, couple steps back and comes up short, looking for Adams. McGinley now 1 for 3 in the passing department, identical to his counterpart McMillan of Plattsburgh. Adams and Rosenbaum split to the right as receivers, and Ryan is wide left. And McGinley takes the timeout. It was in the backfield, Wells and Adam Douglas. You're watching CVAC High School football. I'm Foxy Gagnon, along with Laura Gagnon. She is our Ronnie's Michigan's videographer. Eric, the Statman Gagnon, is here. 2 first downs for Plattsburgh, 5 for Seton on this drive, which started way back at the 10-yard line. Seton deep in their own territory. They have used up about 6 minutes of time, and both teams with just one possession in the first quarter. 1:01 remaining. Coach Ryan talking with his offensive unit, and we have a look at the Seton Catholic cheerleaders, and by golly, I have their names. I know they're coached by Miss Forbes, and they are, for varsity football cheering squad at Seton Catholic, Jolene Agony, Melissa Albin, Courtney Baxley, Bobby Burns, Lindsey Burns, Heidi Clancy, Sarah Schwartz, and Sarah Stanton. There. Nice shot, Laura. Way to give the cheerleaders some credit. 3rd and 11. Quick pass. Inside look. Good coverage, Rivers. Matt Rivers, excellent coverage on the quick look into Ryan. And Ryan got his hands on it, but boy, Rivers was pesky as an ant, and that was it. So it's a 4th and 11 and a big play for the Seton Catholic offense. Try to keep the drive alive. 55 seconds remaining in the first quarter. And they need this one. They are at the 31 Hornets territory. A long drive. You like to cash in on these long drives. They'll go long. McGinley has landed, and that will be incomplete. And the pressure was put on him by big Josh Coro, number 54 for Plattsburgh, headed to the bench. Big Josh Coro landed McGinley as McGinley threw that pass, and there was just too much on it, but looked like good coverage downfield and good rush by the Plattsburgh offensive line, and Coro led the way. Am I losing my voice already? We might have to put Bob DeCamp to work helping us out. He's our technical advisor tonight. Happy to share the press box with the videographer for Seton Catholic, Bob DeCamp. So Plattsburgh gets it back. McMillan gives to DeLeese, cuts to the outside, down the sidelines, breaks a tackle, and finally landed by Rosenbaum. What a carry. Tim DeLeese showing that he's one of the strong runners in the CVAC. And you have to wonder, with a running back like DeLeese, how is it that the Hornets haven't been able to get into the end zone?
Read that play out there, come on.
Second big carry of the ball game for DeLeese. He's already over 50 yards in rushing. And from the 44. Again, DeLeese, he crosses the 40. DeLeese, the workhorse for Plattsburgh. It's a second and about 5. Second and 5 from the Knights' 39-yard line. Plattsburgh now with 3 first downs in the ball game. 2 with the rush, 1 with the pass. The stat man is here. Again, DeLeese, the ball carrier. In on the tackle, Adams, Rosenbaum, and Douglas. Our AccuStat thermometer says it's 93 degrees out. So much for our AccuStat thermometer. I think it's more like, to be serious, I think it's probably in the 60s with a breeze and a nice night for football. Who could ask for more football at Bailey Avenue on a Friday night? Timeout on the field. After 1 quarter, the score on the downtown Delhi scoreboard: Plattsburgh High School 0 and Seton Catholic 0. 12-second quarter minutes to play. 12-second quarter minutes to play. Did I say seconds? Third and short. Ball carrier is Miscavige. Miscavige with a big gain off the left side, and he crosses the 25, and now it's the Hornets offense on the move. But remember, when you get the Knights into that red zone, they are tough. The Knights defense year after year in that zone has been tough. It's a tough team to score upon. They don't give in easily. Omar Batter, offensive cement, right in the middle of the offensive line. To his right is John Seguin. Josh McMillan at quarterback, a 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line, Knights territory. Oh, no one there. Mess up in the backfield there, and no place to go for Rivers. One of the tacklers was Mike Dragoon, number 24. Number 7 is Ryan DeCamp. Number 8, Seth Adams. Number 57 is Brendan Cannon. Number 78. Number 76 is John Versput. Number 85 is Matt Ryan. And the 2nd and 8 for the Hornets. Oh, that'll be offsides, and it looked like it's against Seton. Looked to me like Seton, unless there was movement on the Plattsburgh side. The Plattsburgh bench applauding, though. And if you step off 5, it's going to be 2nd and short. And indeed, the officials step off the 5. Just about a minute into the 2nd quarter. No score.
5 yards for close. Still 2nd down.
DeLeese and Nick Walker in the backfield, and it is Frank Padula wide right. Walker number 20, DeLeese number 30. 2nd and short. Ball carrier is DeLeese, and he bounced off a tackle and stayed on his feet. Excellent second effort and near the 1st down. Excellent second effort by DeLeese. He's one tough customer. It's going to be 3rd and less than a yard. The Seton drive, because they held that ball a long time and had a number of plays. The Seton drive, 15 plays, 59 yards. The Plattsburgh first series, 10 plays, 58 yards. So each team with long, sustained drives, but they came up empty. Plattsburgh on its second offensive try, and 3rd and short. Walker, the ball carrier, and he gets the first down. Number 20, the senior Nick Walker. And they're banging the kettles at downtown Delhi on that one, I can guarantee you. Now, he lugs it to the 10-yard line for a 1st and goal from the 10. This is the whole pizza on this one. 1st and goal from the 10. Early in the second quarter. Matt Davis is wide left, and it looks like perhaps Padula again wide right. We'll watch the action in the backfield. Stack things up on McMillan, and in on the tackle, 33, Haberstroh, and 24 once again in on the tackle, that's Dragoon. And it's a 2nd and goal from about the 7. Second and goal from the 7. I'm not sure if the Hornets have been this close to pay dirt all season. And you start salivating, you start drooling when you get this close to the end zone. Walker puts the head down on his feet. What a carry by Walker, he's in! Nick Walker lugged it, carried 3-4 tacklers. Walker into the end zone. A huge carry, a gutty run by Nick Walker, let me tell you. And that puts the Hornets, and there's a celebration in Hornet land, I'll tell you that. They finally cracked that end zone, and that means a lot to the team, the coaching staff, and the school. And certainly it's the first time the team has led this season, and now they'll look for the point after. Number 10 is Brian Longshore. He gets the toes ready. Probably McMillan holding. The point after attempt, good snap. McMillan holds and Longshore drills it through. And with 8:29 remaining in the second quarter, the score on the downtown Delhi scoreboard is Plattsburgh High School 7 and Seton Catholic Central 0. Plattsburgh High School, 9 plays covering 70 yards. Nick Walker from 7 yards out with the first Hornets points of the 99 season. And now Tyson Tyrell boots it away. Stepping up on the run at the 12 is Wells. Wells into territory and near midfield. What a return by number 30, Chris Wells. A great return, and that's what had to be done. Seton Catholic, after surrendering that touchdown, and you hear all the emotion for the Hornet side, what Seton had to do, come out and the first time they touch the ball, do something big, take the sting out of the Hornets touchdown, and they have good field possession for their drive. And don't forget, they had a 15-play drive. They came up empty, but this is their second series, just their second time getting their hands on the football. A 1st and 10 from the Seton 44. And pass, McGinley goes long, boom! Looking for Ryan, coverage there by Mike Rivers. Ryan might have had a step on him, and the pass just a step long. Great try, and I know what Coach Ryan's thinking. We have good field position, let's come out and try to steal those points right off the board. Knights break out of the huddle. They have 5 first downs in the ball game, as does Plattsburgh. 8:13 remaining in the second quarter. Wells, great blocking, nice blocking by Rosenbaum. Wells driven out of bounds, short of a first down, but a nice pickup on the second down play. Sad to say, number 77, Andy McGill, still on the bench for Seton Catholic. He's a lineman and not able to get back in. We hope we'll be able to see him in the second half. McGinley rejoins the Knights huddle. 3rd and a long 2. Ball into Plattsburgh territory at the 49. McGinley looks the defense. 2 receivers on the left side. Handoff Wells. Slips, couple tackles. And, oh boy, where will they spot this one? They're spotting it just short of the first down. And it's 4th and less than a yard. Coach Ryan eyeballing it. It's right next to, right in front of the Seton bench. And Coach Ryan looking. He might be asking for a measurement.
It needs to be moved or it will be closed.
And the official's talking about it. And they're going to say it's 4th and less than a yard. He'll move it. He'll go for it here. Ball at the Hornets 47-yard line. Knights out of the huddle. McGinley, quarterback sneak, gets the first down. Basic football there. That's what you want. Get the first down, get a new set of downs, and keep on the move. A new 4 for Seton Catholic from the Hornets' 45-yard line. McGinley is 1 for 6 in the passing department. Give right side. Nice dancing by Wells. In on the tackle. Plattsburgh might carry. And a nice pickup on a first down. That's what you want. You want the 5 yards on first down, as Goose would point out. Goose Gagnon not with us tonight. He's on assignment. I'm Foxy Gagnon along with Laura Gagnon on camera. She's our Ronnie's Michigan's videographer. And Eric Gagnon is the stat man. 2nd and 5 from the Plattsburgh 40 with 6.5 minutes to play in the second quarter. Plattsburgh 7, Seton Catholic 0. Oh, hard hit, number 72. Plattsburgh is Taylor Stone, and he was like a stone wall on that one. A 3rd and 5 for Seton Catholic. We are right behind the Seton Catholic fans, and a lot of familiar faces in that group, that's for sure. McGinley to pass, looking for Adams over the middle. It was tipped away. I'm not sure, but I think that it was tipped by Padula, number 24. So now, tough call here for Coach Ryan. 4th and 5 from the Hornets 40. McGinley brings the play into the huddle. Number 8 is Seth Adams. He's been moved from running back to an end spot. Looks like he's at tight end right side on this one. Ryan and Rosenbaum left. And in the backfield, Douglas and Wells. This one, keeper by McGinley. Nice bootleg and a great block, but lost the handle, and Plattsburgh got it. Right into the hands of Padula. And the way the ball popped, it was past the first down. But a Seton turnover, the ball just squirted out. And it was a great bootleg play by McGinley, but he lost the handle at the 40 as he crossed the 40-yard line, and it's Plattsburgh ball on the turnover. And if I have a voice by the 4th quarter, I'll be very, very lucky. Padula with the fumble recovery, and he was kind of just there, and it popped right at him like catching a pass. Plattsburgh from their own 33-yard line, 1st and 10. Second quarter action. McMillan wants to pass, pressure on, and a sack. 57 and 24. We've called 24. It's Mike Dragoon, and 57, Brendan Cannon. No surprise there, 2 of the solid defensive players for Seton Catholic, and a sack of quarterback McMillan. He wanted to go long. So across the field, Coach Bordeaux thinking the same thing. Let's try to take advantage of the turnover on first down and come up with a long pass.
Go get him!
Loss of about 6, second and 16 for the Hornets. Walker and DeLeese in the backfield. Walker has the touchdown for Plattsburgh. This is Walker, swings it right side through traffic and into the secondary, back to the original line of scrimmage, pickup of about 6.
9-yard gain on the carry by number
Probably 7, and it's going to be a 3rd and 9.
First down for the Hornets.
Just 4.5 minutes remaining in the first quarter. First half, thank you. I don't have Goose to correct me, so I'm glad that you're listening. Is it still the first quarter, Foxy? McMillan on the run. Dragoon had him on the run. DeLeese juggles it, catches it. Tim DeLeese with a Houdini play. DeLeese juggles it, bounces it, catches it, and picks up another 15. All things going right for the Hornets in the first half. Because that was as good as an incomplete pass. There was no way he was catching that one. He bounced it from hand to hand and came up with it. Hornets into Knights territory at the 38. And this first half has given the Hornets sort of renewed life. And Walker sweeps the right side, but breaks Adams' tackle. Gets past Rosenbaum. Walker down the sidelines past the 20. Nick Walker, a big carry for the Hornets. He broke a couple tackles around the line of scrimmage. And that hurt Seton defense there, and the Hornets once again on the move. Miscavige into the backfield for Plattsburgh. Bringing in the play was Hollenbeck, number 82. A 1st and 10 from the 17. And timeout on the field. 3:26 remaining in the first half. The score on the Downtown Delhi scoreboard. Plattsburgh High School 7 and Seton Catholic 0. Mike Bordeaux in his first year as head coach of Plattsburgh High School. He has some new assistants, Bill Myers and Sanford Coakley. Give into the line, Miscavige. Shot through the line, fumbled, but I heard the whistle before it was covered. So they're going to say that the ground, that he was down, the ground called the fumble. I think Goose would try to explain it that way. 3:14 remaining in the first half. It is what? They're going to measure? Yep, they're going to measure because that was a first down play, and they're going to measure to see if it's a new first down. So about a 10-yard pickup by Miscavige. He shot through the line, a big hole immediately by the offensive line. Some of those linemen for Plattsburgh, 72, Taylor Stone, 74, Tyson Tyrell, 77, Matt Wright. Is it a first down? Another first down. Plattsburgh's 8th of the ball game, 5 in the second quarter. Don't forget center Omar Batter and number 74, I said Tyson Tyrell, 63, John Seguin. First and goal from the 6 for the Hornets. Miscavige, and no place to go. He's brought down, short gainer. We see Haberstroh there. And I see it looks like Rosenbaum moved up to help out on the tackle. Plattsburgh 7 and Seton Catholic 0. Miscavige out, and now it's Padula in the backfield, number 24. He's a junior. Frank Padula in along with DeLeese, and Walker has been the hot runner. I'd like to see Walker get the ball again in this area. He's been the Hornets' hot runner. He is there. It is indeed in the backfield, Walker and DeLeese with Padula wide right. Oh, movement off the ball and a mistake there by Plattsburgh. That could be costly. On the right side of the line, movement and step off 5. So it's a 2nd and goal, but it's going to be more from the 11. Let's see where they put that down marker. Yep, just about at the 10-yard line, ball just over the 10 with 2 minutes and 30 seconds. A 2nd and goal, so a tough job for the Knights defense, and they are missing number 77, once again injured, Andy McGill, one of their big men on the defensive line. Davis is the wide left from the 10, 2nd down play, give into the line, and DeLeese, and he's cut down and a flag thrown, and if that's a holding penalty, that'll cost Plattsburgh plenty. It looked as though John Bell was in on the tackle that time. And they're going to step a penalty off on Plattsburgh. So Plattsburgh sort of shooting itself in its own foot with some penalties when you least want it. McMillan with 2 complete passes in the ball game, and he may have to go to the air here. It'll probably be 2nd down, 2nd and goal, but from quite a ways out. Started 2nd and goal from about the 7, and they're going to kick it back another 5, 10 yards or so, and they're going to stake it down at, way back to the 24.
Penalty goes against the Hornets, 10 yards for holding.
10 yards for holding, says Brian Marino, the voice of Bailey Avenue for the Hornets. So watch for McMillan to go to the air from this far out. And he doesn't. He hands to Rivers, and Rivers brought down by Adams. Adams in on the tackle. Haberstroh also there creating traffic as Miscavige, or let's see, as Plattsburgh's Matt Wright tried to block. And
I've been asked to make the announcement that any cars that are illegally parked will be towed.
It will be a 3rd and long for Plattsburgh, 3rd and goal from the 16.
If they are illegally parked.
2 chances for the Hornets to get in the end zone. They have 1 score on a Nick Walker 7-yard TD run with a couple of guys on his back. Pitch, fumble in the backfield. Seton's on it. Who's on it? A scramble for the ball. Plattsburgh got it back. Seton all but had it, but whoever dived into that pile kind of overshot it. And he almost had it, and that was Cannon, but he just overshot it on the fumble. It bounced away from him as he tried to land on it, but the Seton defense stiffens. That was a handoff, and it was off the fingertips of Vern Harrison. So Plattsburgh, nothing going right, and credit the Seton's defense for standing strong. Timeout on the field. It'll be 4th and goal from about the 28, or from the 23-yard line. Just 53 seconds remaining in the first half. The Downtown Delhi scoreboard says Plattsburgh 7 and Seton Catholic 0. 4th down and long, and McMillan goes in motion. That's a new play, and Walker throws it. Long spiral complete. He dropped it at the 1-yard line. Let me tell you, what a play. Quarterback McMillan went in motion. The snap came back to Walker. He threw a beauty of a spiral to the 1. It was fired, found his target, Matt Rivers, and it looks like Rivers took maybe a half a step before he had the ball. I'm not sure if it was tipped in front of him. It didn't look like it from our vantage point. But, oh boy, Plattsburgh that close, but the Knights defense holds. We've played 23 minutes and 12 seconds of football, an exciting first half. CVAC varsity football. Now, the Knights get the ball at the 23. And McGinley's going to take the knee, and I'm a little surprised at this because you have 40-some-odd seconds, and they've been able to move the ball against Plattsburgh. Seton in its two possessions, just two possessions in the first half, 15 plays and 59 yards. Then they had 8 plays, so they were moving it. They must have had penalties to set them back, but an 8-play drive and 16 yards. But it looks like Coach Ryan elects to just take the knee, and now the clock ticking away to end the first half. And we've played a first half of football at Bailey Avenue. And the score at halftime on the downtown Delhi scoreboard is Plattsburgh High School 7 and Seton Catholic Central 0. Plattsburgh High School 8 first downs in the first half, and Seton Catholic 6 first downs. Josh McMillan, Plattsburgh quarterback, 2 completions, and Brian McGinley, the Seton quarterback, 1 completion. On third down conversions, Plattsburgh 3 of 6, Seton 1 of 4. Seton 1 turnover, a fumble recovered by Frank Padula. And did that lead to the touchdown? No, it did not. The stat man is right there as always. First half unofficially, Plattsburgh 28 plays, 182 yards, and Seton 23 plays, 75 yards. 3 Seton penalties, 2 Plattsburgh penalties. The only score, a 7-yard TD run at 8:29 of the second quarter by Nick Walker. The kick by Longshore was good. Plattsburgh leads 7-0, and the third quarter is underway. Nice kick sends Seton back to the 5. And it looks like Rosenbaum, the ball carrier, from the 5 to about the 16. Indeed, it was Rosenbaum. The officials, and it was nice chatting with them for a moment at halftime. The head linesman is Fred Palmer. The referee is Gary Kaiser. The line judge, Wendell Bazzaio. The umpire, Steve Mitchell. And the timer across the way is the one and only Greg Claus. We mentioned the Seton cheerleaders in the first half. We'll mention the Plattsburgh cheerleaders when we catch a break. First and 10, Plattsburgh, or Seton from the 16. Right side. Ball carrier Wells. He's been a workhorse. He's picking up yardage for Seton Catholic. And a gain there of about 3. Both teams went to work at halftime. Coaches conferring with their players, a lot of strategy sessions. Seton still playing without number 77, Andy McGill, and so we don't expect him. The pads are off, and it's a tough loss there for Seton Catholic to lose that big man. Again, right side, Wells and Padula with the tackle. But he'll be near a first down, and Seton Catholic will have a third down. Now keep in mind they're 1 of 4 on third down conversions. I'm Foxy Gagnon along with Laura Gagnon. She's our Ronnie's Michigan's videographer. Thanks to Ken Musso and all of his group at Ronnie's Michigan's and Musso Development for their support. And Eric Gagnon is the stat man. A third and 2. They need to cross the 25 and add a little, and Wells looks for it, spun and got the first down to the 30. Finally brought down. Number 22 of Plattsburgh is Mike Carey. First down Seton Catholic, so that's their 7th of the ball game. Beautiful night for football. Who could ask for more? The end of September, it's like a summer's night. Beautiful weather. And our AccuStat thermometer is broken. They pitch, they swing it with Douglas. Douglas good for about 5 yards.
5 yards clear, number 35, Adam Douglas. Second down, Seton Catholic.
The Hornet defense, number 54 is Josh Goro. Number 24, we mentioned Padula. Number 23 is Mike Rivers. Number 30, Tim DeLeese, working the defense as well. He's at right defensive end. Number 63 is John Seguin. He's working both ways. 74, Tyson Tyrell. 72 is Taylor Stone. part of the Hornets defense, the 2nd and 5. And an opening for Wells, and it looks like he lost his footing. And we've seen this spot before last Saturday night in the Lake City Stars game. This area of the field is slick, even though there wasn't any rain today, and it's seeded. It's been seeded, and they're hoping to grow grass on there, but I think they're going to have to wait till the end of football season. Third and 2 for Seton Catholic. They continue to go to Wells, and he continues to work hard. Lugging the ball, 3-4 tacklers. Chris Wells, what a carry. Carried 2 or 3 Hornets, dragged them along. Wells working hard. Somebody's down, another lineman down. Now it's Jason Terry, the center for Seton Catholic, and he is injured. I'm not sure if the coaching staff saw that. They were busy giving instructions to players. Ball into Hornets territory. Seton Catholic on the move, similar to their first offensive series when they moved the ball well against the Plattsburgh defense. Couldn't cash in with points. Ball at the Hornet 48. Right up the gut is Douglas. On his tail, number 72, the first man there, Taylor Stone. Stone gets credit for the tackle. And on the bottom of the pile, Josh Coro. Gain of a couple. We'll call it 2nd and 8. Ball at the Hornets 46. Douglas and Wells in the backfield. Adams, tight end right side. He's probably there because he's an outstanding blocker. Also a great runner. And the blocking there as McGinley carries it. Picks up a couple. And in on the tackle, Plattsburgh. Mike Carey teams up with Taylor Stone. 3rd and about 4. And an important play for Seton Catholic, although judging from the decisions Coach Ryan has made earlier in the ball game, he'll have 2 tries at the first down. 2 tries to pick up the 4 yards. On the line, number 66 is John Bell at right tackle. They work the right side. Wells hit by Padula. Padula moving up nicely for tackles. And a gain of about 1, and 3rd and a long 1 yard, or a 4th and a long 1 yard. Tyson Tyrell back in, and hustling out is Omar Batter, part of the Hornets defense. Just under 7 minutes to play. Seton has had the ball for 5. First 5 minutes of the 3rd quarter, a 4th and a long 1. McGinley with the ball. Hands, Wells, right side. Plattsburgh stopped it. Miscavige and Padula. Joe Miscavige, first man there, the senior, 6'1", 215, and he takes the ball away from Seton Catholic. Still hurting is number 75, Terry. He's trying to gut it out for Seton Catholic, but he might want to talk to a coach on the sidelines because he is not feeling well. 6:42 to play, and it becomes Plattsburgh ball at their own 40. 10 plays for Seton, covering 44 yards, but they turn it over on downs, and the Plattsburgh defense playing tough. Walker into the left side. He's stacked up after a gain of about 3. Let's see. On the bottom is Dragoon, also there for Seton Catholic. John Versput, number 76. And of course, most of the Seton Catholic offense playing on defense. Number 7 is Ryan DeCamp. Number 33 is Adam Haberstroh. Haberstroh at right defensive end, and it's Versput in the center of the defensive line. 2nd and about 6 for Plattsburgh, and they go to Walker. Tries to squeeze through the right side, but he's stacked up at the 45. 3rd and 5 for Plattsburgh. Plattsburgh with 3 of 6 on 3rd down conversions in the first half.
Adams gonna throw.
3rd and 5, and getting it just across midfield for Plattsburgh would be a first down. McMillan keeps and passes through the arms of DeLeese. Looking for DeLeese. Excellent coverage by Douglas. Adam Douglas, outstanding coverage on Tim DeLeese there, and he smothered him. And Plattsburgh held, and Seton Catholic will quickly get the ball back. Just 3 plays and out there for Plattsburgh. Number 88 is Steve Bodette. He's a senior, 6 feet tall, 175 pounds. And he's going to put the toes to it. From his own 35, line drive punt, takes the bounce in. Rosenbaum on the run at the 23. And he was hit nicely. Good hard tackle by Colby Graves for Plattsburgh High School. And Graves shot across for the nice defensive play. He's headed to the sideline in stitches, I'll tell you that. Plattsburgh 7, Seton Catholic 0, and Seton Catholic just 1 play out of this ball game. It's anybody's. We knew we'd get a barn burner, and we've got one. From the 35 of Seton Catholic, they'll go to work their second offensive try of the 3rd quarter. Adams is split right. Douglas and Wells in the backfield. You can barely see Wells' number anymore. Hand to Douglas left side, good for about 4. And in on the tackle, Mike Carey once again for the Hornets. Hornets and the Knights. Sport after sport. Game after game, season after season, a great rivalry in the CVAC. Ryan and Rosenbaum left, Adams right. Ryan McGinley in the QB spot, 2nd and 6, pass. They go for Adams, overshoots Adams. And Adams was looking for pass interference. I didn't see that whatsoever, pass interference there. Mike Rivers back on coverage, but forget pass interference or not. The pass was overthrown by a good 5 yards, so it wouldn't have been you can't have a pass interference if in the judgment of the official the pass wasn't catchable. And I was watching that develop, and 23 of Plattsburgh, Rivers was just standing there. He wasn't moving as he collided with Adams. So a 3rd and 5, important play for Seton Catholic. And McGinley, the pass drops way back for the screen. And that's intercepted Plattsburgh. Unbelievable. They tried to set up the screen, and Josh Corro got the ball. He stayed tight, stayed home on the coverage, and the screen pass went into the hands of Josh Corro. 2nd Seton Catholic turnover, and the Hornets get the ball in good field position. The score on the Downtown Delhi scoreboard with 4:16 remaining in the 3rd quarter. Plattsburgh High School 7, Seton Catholic 0. DeLeese and Walker in the backfield. McMillan hands, and it's DeLeese up the middle. He has daylight on his feet. Bounce the tackle. He's into the end zone. Tim DeLeese into the end zone from 37 yards out. He broke 1 tackle. He broke 2. And a huge score there, taking advantage of the turnover. A huge score for Plattsburgh High School. And the Hornet cheerleaders are happy. We'll get a shot of them in a moment. let me tell you, with 4:08 remaining, the Hornets have a big score. They lead 13-0. Longshore once again. Brian Longshore puts the toes to it, and it's up and in. The kick is good. And with 4:08 remaining in the third quarter, it's Plattsburgh High School 14, Seton Catholic 0. The Hornet cheerleaders in celebration are Jen Ledoux, Tara Woodward, Joanne Zayas, Christina Garanani, Tracy Dubray, and Avita Stacy. A noisy, happy Plattsburgh High School crowd as the Hornets lead with about 16 minutes of football to play, and that could be a season some nights here at Bailey Avenue, so the Hornets certainly can't take anything for granted. Tyson Tyrell with the kick, taken at the 10. To the right side is Wells, and the Hornets close the door, but a nice return in on the tackle for Plattsburgh. Special teams, Joe the Hammer Van Valkenburg with the tackle. So the Seton Catholic Knights, with about 16 minutes to get to work, they need 2 scores. They're down 14-0. Keep in mind, Plattsburgh High School 0-9 last season, 0-3 this one. Lost the last 6 of the previous season, 18 losses in a row, which is, from the statistics I saw, second in the state for longest losing streaks. And the Hornets hope to put an end to that once and for all tonight. From the 31, Wells, you can almost sense Wells is going to break one loose. He's worked so hard tonight. He's got the dirtiest uniform on the football field, and you can almost feel that Wells is going to break one loose. Good gainer there on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Seton Catholic with 8 first downs, which is equal to, or 8 first downs equal to Plattsburgh's. 2nd and 3. Oh, Plattsburgh sniffed that one out. 84, and I don't know. Let's see if I can spot the other number. 84 and 74. 74 Tyson Tyrell, and 84 Plattsburgh is junior Nick Bouye. A 3rd and 5. And people will keep in mind, last season we were at Saranac when Saranac ended its long losing streak with a victory over Plattsburgh High School. We were there with our cameras, North Country Cable Network. And unless Seton Catholic can get things rolling more, we'll see the Hornet streak come to an end. First down for Wells. My, he has to have an awful lot of yardage tonight. This Chris Wells. First down play, stacked up.
No gain on the carry by number 12, Wyatt McGinley. 2nd down.
Nice crowd at both sides. Great turnout of fans on both sides. As I cross the field at halftime, a lot of the high school students from both schools are here tonight. 2nd and 10. They pitch. Wells tries to turn the corner. Padula there for Plattsburgh, as well as Frank Trudeau, number 45. 3rd and a long 5. Ball at the Knights' 48-yard line with a minute and a half to play in the third quarter. Knights out of the huddle. Adams wide right. Great blocker, but he probably an outstanding runner as well, and he doesn't get his chance to get his hands on the ball much. They'll try to get it to him here. To Adams. Whoa, man! Almost the catch of the season. Padula on coverage. Also, Mike Rivers back on coverage. Adams had a step on him. dove for the ball. It looks like it looked as though he would come up with a diving catch, but as he headed to the ground, he just couldn't hang on. So now Seton with a 4th and 6 situation. And on 4th down conversions, Seton is 1 of 4 on 4th down conversions. And they're going to boot it away. They'll boot it away. Standing at his own 35 is DeCamp. Nice spiral kick, and oh, he took it! Lucky for Plattsburgh. Now let's say, first of all, an outstanding kick by DeCamp. There is a flag down around the Plattsburgh 45. The hit was by Adam Douglas on the Hornet punt receiver. We'll see what the penalty is. It's clipping Plattsburgh. Looked like clipping call against Plattsburgh on the punt return. And they're bringing the ball back upfield, and now looks like Seton's going to get an automatic first down. So a costly penalty against Plattsburgh, because they not only lose possession of the ball, but they step off a huge penalty against Plattsburgh. So there now a chance for Seton Catholic, renewed life for Seton Catholic. Instead of kicking the ball away and Plattsburgh getting in around their own 30, it's Seton Catholic, a new set of downs at their own 35. A huge costly penalty against Plattsburgh High School. A 1st and 10 from the 35 Hornets territory. Give to Wells, puts the head down, digs about 4. Miscavige in on the tackle for Plattsburgh. Seconds ticking away, and Wells slow to get up. He has been a workhorse. Seton Catholic doesn't want to lose him for the 4th quarter, but he is hurting. He tries to get back into the huddle. He's moving slowly. 20 seconds remaining in the 3rd quarter. Plattsburgh with a last-minute defensive substitution. They bring Nick Bouye to the middle of the defensive line. 2nd and 6. They give it to Douglas. He puts the head down, and it looks like he'll be close to the first down. Again, Padula in on the tackle. It's spotted 3rd and very short for Seton Catholic, and that ends the 3rd quarter. Oh, we're building up for a huge barn burner. Seton Catholic on the move. We've played 3. The score on the Downtown Delhi scoreboard: Plattsburgh High School 14, Seton Catholic 0. First play of the 4th quarter, Seton Catholic 3rd and short, just short of the Plattsburgh 25-yard line. Brian McGinley's quarterbacked all the way. Gives to Wells. Wells digs for the first down. McGinley heads to the sidelines, get instructions from Coach Ryan. Into the ball game is Matt Ryan for Seton Catholic. Coach Ryan with the playbook in hand. His first year, but certainly not a stranger to the coaching sidelines at Seton Catholic. His assistants are Paul O'Connell, Jeff Way, and Aaron Rosenbaum. Oh, wow, that might look like Douglas. He was digging for some hard yardage. Yes, Douglas banging heads on that carry. Nice pickup on first down of a good 5. 12 minutes to play. Oh, we'll say 11 and a half to play. And you still get the feeling that it's anybody's football game, and Seton Catholic is on the move. Second and about 3. Hornets closed, but Wells bounced off a couple tacklers. Then the linebackers moved up for Plattsburgh. And don't ask me to see the numbers way over on that sidelines. Plattsburgh 44 45 Plattsburgh is Trudeau. 54 Plattsburgh is Coro. Looked like McMillan stuck his nose in the action. And 22 Plattsburgh would be Mike Carey. You getting static every once in a while? Yes, we are. We apologize for that. It isn't me clearing my throat. 3rd and 1 from about the 12. Pitch. Oh, Douglas hit. And that's Miscavige. Joe Miscavige moved up for the tackle. And a loss on the play. So now a huge 4th down play once again for Seton Catholic. They're going to have 4th and about a long 1. McGinley. .9:48 remaining in the 4th, a 4th and 1 from the 12. Pass sidelines, Rosenbaum moving up for the tackle was Mike Rivers, and we'll see where that's spotted. Oh boy, they're eyeballing it and they're going to have to measure it. Oh, it's not a first down. They don't measure and it's not a first down. Oh, they're going to measure. Okay, now they signaled Plattsburgh ball. Plattsburgh starts to celebrate. But now they're going to go. Coach Ryan asked for the measurement, and they'll give him that courtesy. And boy, wouldn't that be something if it is a first down? Oh boy. They're going to look at the measurement. Laura's got the zoom lens cooking, and it's short by just about a half a football. I don't know how they eyeballed that, but indeed they did. And Seton Catholic comes up just short, and that's been sort of the story tonight for Seton Catholic. Just a little bit short, a little bit goes wrong here, a little bit there, and Plattsburgh High School gets the ball now deep in their own territory. And what Plattsburgh High School has to be thinking about is do not turn the ball over. Do not make a mistake here. Try to keep it on the ground and get a couple first downs. 9:38 on the clock, 4th quarter. Hornets up 14-0 over Seton. No gain there. The Seton defense still playing tough. 66 is Bell. In on the tackle on Delis, the ball carrier. Gain of maybe 1. 2 fresh Hornets in. Oh, 3 fresh Hornets in. Harrison into the backfield. Also, Colby Graves came in for Plattsburgh. 2nd and 8. Graves is wide right, Bodette wide left. Harrison in the backfield along with Delis. They like to use Harrison to try to sweep it. And nothing there. Boy, the Seton defense playing tough. Delis, the ball carrier, looked like Adams was in on the tackle. Eight minutes, 35 seconds to play. Plattsburgh High School on touchdowns by Nick Walker and Tim Delis. Point afters added by the foot of Brian Longshore, and the Hornets have 14 points. Hornets up to the line. Again, Graves wide right, and this time it's Matt Davis wide left and a flag thrown. And that might either be delay of game or procedure against Plattsburgh. Wow. I don't know what that call is. Delay of game? Plenty of time for Seton, but they'll have to come up with strike like lightning. The next time Seton gets the hands on the ball, that could be the critical position because they'll have to strike like lightning. They need 2 scores, and we are under 8 minutes in the ball game. Harrison remains in the backfield. Josh McMillan at quarterback. He's 2 for 6 passing. And Harrison got the first down. Got a 15-yard carry for Vern Harrison. And he is a junior, 6 feet tall, 170 pounds before lunch. And a first down, Plattsburgh's 9th of the ball game. Eric Gagnon for 9 years has been the stat man. We still have all the original sheets and everything. My goodness, what would we do if he gets a job someplace else? I don't know. I might have to pay to keep him. Who could replace the stat man? Harrison, another carry, and he scampers for about 7 on the play. Carries it over the 25-yard line, and just what the Hornets ordered here. That's just what Coach Bordeaux wanted to happen. Pick up a couple of first downs, move the ball against the Seton defense, and use up time on the clock, and now we're under 7 minutes to play. And, of course, the Seton Catholic sidelines has to be very concerned about the clock at this point. Omar Batter over the ball. He is the Hornet center. Josh McMillan in the QB spot, and it is DeLeese and Harrison in the backfield, and movement there. And that's the second time that the Hornets have had an offsides in this similar situation. So that's what makes a different situation for the Hornets offense. They have a 2nd and 12. Ball kicked back to the 20-yard line. Oh man, you can bet Seton would love to order a turnover here. Hornets trying to protect the ball. 2nd and 12. Oh, that's a fumble. There's a fumble. It's a fumble. Seton says they have it, and they have it. They're just what we were talking about. Just what the Seton doctor ordered. Dr. Adams is down on the sidelines. You know, you can't understand football. Don't try to figure football out, let me tell you. Hornets doing the one thing in your mind is you don't want to turn it over, and Seton gets the big opportunity. With 6:02 on the clock, can they strike like lightning? 22 yards out. Seton Catholic try to take advantage of the turnover. McGinley, give it to Rosenbaum. Rosenbaum, he who recovered that fumble. And Rosenbaum gets it to the 15. You're talking Derek Rosenbaum, number 15. And I don't think that Rosenbaum wears a lot. I think he weighs a lot. He weighs maybe about 125 pounds with a wet towel around him. 2nd and 3 for the Knights. They want a score. Oh boy, the Hornets defense stacks it up there, led by Miscavige and Padula. Carey also there. 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2. Knights looking for a big play. 5 minutes remaining. We'll watch the clock for you. 52 on the offensive line is Tyler Drolette, left tackle. Oh no, McGinley kept it. I thought he fumbled it, but McGinley, and he is short. I think he's short of the first down. And it's going to be 4th and short for Seton Catholic. Here's the play. This will be the play. The Hornet defense, a tough game. They're throwing goose eggs at Seton through the first 36. Oh, let me tell you, an 8 is 40 minutes. 44 minutes, thanks for the math. And McGinley keeps, cuts, and dives. Looks like he got it. Looks like he got the first down.
Carried by number 12, Brian McGinley.
It is Seton Catholic knocking on the Hornets' door. 1st and 10 from the 11. They extend those chains, and It is not a first and goal. Oh, well, are they pulling it off? Looks like a 1st and 10 from the 11. With 3:45 remaining, time running out on Seton Catholic. They need a score here. McGinley looks into the end zone. What a catch! Touchdown pass to Adams! McGinley threw a honey of a pass to Seth Adams. A honey of a pass. And the Big Mac. Brian McGinley threw it when he had to. A beautiful touchdown pass to a diving Seth Adams. Let me tell you, Seton Catholic cashed in on the Hornets turnover there, and now it is Ryan DeCamp for the point after attempt. The set, the kick is up and good. A strong kick from DeCamp, a beauty, and with 3:39 remaining in the 4th quarter, Goose, where are you? We got ourselves a barn burner. The score on the downtown Delhi scoreboard is Plattsburgh High School 14, Seton Catholic 7. Ryan DeCamp now will kick off to Plattsburgh. This will be an important kickoff, and hey, it's a throwback to Little League days. My memory is going back to the night on a Little League baseball field. Ryan DeCamp set a Little League record, tied a Little League record with 4 doubles in one ball game. Who ever heard of that? How the heck do you hit 4 doubles in one ball game? There's a guy that can hit a baseball hard. DeCamp will try to hit this football hard with his foot. Here we go. Now, are they going to do an onside kick? Are they going to onside kick with 3:39? They squibble one. There'll be, I'll be surprised if it's a return. From the 20, it's Josh McMillan. McMillan cuts it back, and right there is Cannon. Cannon wouldn't let McMillan get away. Now, oh boy, strategy comes into play. Strategy comes into play now with 3:33 on the clock. Plattsburgh gets the ball at their own 25. You can bet Seton wants a turnover. You can bet Plattsburgh has been told by Coach Bordeaux, hang on to that pigskin. And I was thinking about the Seton assistant coaches, when it's a little intimidating on the sidelines when you got a beefy and a crusher on the sidelines. A 1st and 10, and McMillan keeps it, gets a couple.
Gain on the carry by number 8, down McMillan. 2nd down to the Hornets.
First downs in the ball game. Seton Catholic with a dozen. Plattsburgh High School with 9. We'll recap as many stats as we can gather together at the end of this one. The stat man's been busy. Laura Gagnon is our Ronnie's Michigan's videographer. I'm Foxy Gagnon. We are North Country Cable Network. Happy to be here, and it's all because of downtown Delhi. Thanks to them, the Walkers, the Perrys, the Howards, the Wallen Horse. Second down play. DeLeese scoots the left side. He's on his feet, then brought down across the 35. Looked like DeCamp in on the tackle along with Wells, I think. Not sure. And a 1st down for Plattsburgh. And that's just what the Hornet doctor ordered. Plattsburgh High School, coached by Mike Bordeaux, Sanford Coakley, and Bill Myers, the assistant coaches, and the JV group, Neil Boland, Tom Daly, and Jim Manchester over there. The Managers and Services Club advisor, Rich Gerlitz, was here. Casey Myers, the equipment manager for Plattsburgh. Chief of Security, Tony Nero. Cricket Terry was over there with the varsity club selling hot dogs and hot chocolate. Just 2:28 remaining. Plattsburgh 14, Seton Catholic 7. Plattsburgh High School trying to end an 18-game losing streak. Oh, and Coach Sanford Coakley not happy about the mistake here by Plattsburgh High School. And that'll step off a costly 10. For 5. So it's a 1st and 15. At this stage of the game, it looks like they're stepping off 10 when they step off 5 against you. Feels like 10. 2 minutes and 10 seconds. Oh, it's sweaty armpit time, let me tell you. 1st and 15 from the Plattsburgh 30. And Seton Catholic playing tough, not giving up, not surrendering, and they want the football. They stop the clock here at 1:52. Timeout in the field, the score on the Downtown Delhi scoreboard with just 1:52 remaining in the fourth. Plattsburgh High School 14 and Seton Catholic 7. Second down play and 15. McMillan, keeper. McMillan slicing across for the tackle for Seton. Eric Chase slowed things down and bottled things up. Nice defensive play. Again, Seton forced to use timeouts to stop the clock. They want one more time with the ball, and it's going to be a 3rd and 10. The problem is when they get the ball, they won't have timeouts to use to stop the clock. They'll have to go to the sidelines. But first things first, Coach Sanford Coakley, oh no, is that Mike Bordeaux? Mike Bordeaux out onto the field. He's the head coach of Plattsburgh High School, and I'm sure he's got the sweaty armpits. 1:44 away from his first varsity football coaching victory. And again, a reminder, Seton Catholic played tonight without most of the game tonight without the services of big number 77, Andy McGill. Certainly a force on the offensive and defensive lines for Seton. 3rd and 10. Ball at the 36-yard line, and Plattsburgh keeps it on the ground. Seton Catholic forced to use what should be their final timeout, and it stops the clock at 1:40. Again, the officiating crew, Fred Palmer, the head linesman, Gary Kaiser, the referee, Wendell Bazile, the line judge, Steve Mitchell, the umpire, and Greg Kloss is the timer. Ducky Drake reporting the game for WIRY Radio, our longtime friend Ducky Drake, Plattsburgh Little League umpire in the summertime, and a great hockey. He's looking forward to hockey season once they close the book on football. Great calls, his calls for Wiry Radio with Cardinal Hockey, Ducky Drake. And one of our favorite trivia questions as we do television games is, what's the real first names of Foxy Gagnon and Goose Gagnon and Ducky Drake? What are their real first names? And lately, doing kart racing, we've added Weasel Bruno to the mix. The real first name of Weasel Bruno. If anybody knows that besides his wife, I'll do a cartwheel. 4th and 5, and Plattsburgh to boot it away, but flag's thrown as Bodette kicked. And official Mitchell with an announcement. 5 against Plattsburgh, false start. Used up a couple seconds on the clock. This is a kind of situation where you take a delay of game almost to. Do they start the clock? Yep, they start the clock. And then you go up to the line and you take a delay of game as the clock is ticking. But they're talking about should there be time reset on the clock. 2 seconds did tick off. It was at 1:40. It's now at 1:38. Official timer is Greg Claus. And the field officials are talking this one over, and they're going to go over and tell Claus to put 2 seconds back on. Well, they're over first to the Hornet sidelines. Coach Coakley there. What a night of football, and it was all the ball game we hoped for when we lugged our cameras out of the trunk from the parking lot, trekked across the field, said hello to some of our friends on the way here. It was all the ball game we hoped for, and still, hey, let's face it, a minute 38 can be a long time in football. This game is not over. Glenn Rosenbaum back to receive the punt. And if he gets some space to run, Bodette with a nice kick. Rosenbaum right there at the 29. McMillan with the coverage. No chance for a return for Rosenbaum. Josh McMillan was there like a dart. Well, this is it, folks. 1:34 on the clock. Seton Catholic will go to work. They scored on their last possession. Their scoring drive last time, 5 plays, 21 yards TD. They have just a minute 34 to play. Brian McGinley, 1st and 10 from the Knights' 28-yard line. McGinley to pass, pressure was on, they get the screen pass up. Wells breaks a tackle into the secondary, and he's at the 40, just short of the 40. Putting pressure on was John Seguin. Flag down on the tackle, maybe a face mask, but we'll see. We'll see what the penalty is. This could be a key penalty. Clipping on Seton. Costly against Seton Catholic. And McGinley, the quarterback, is limping. I think Seguin was putting the pressure on McGinley. But McGinley made the nice screen to Wells. And again, I'll repeat, we felt it all along that Wells is going to break one loose, and he almost did there. Pushes the ball back. So Seton loses time on the clock. Now at 1:23, they get the first down back, but it's 1st and 15 from the 25, 75 yards away from pay dirt. Seton Catholic goes to work. The inter-city rivalry, and it's a barn burner tonight. McGinley to pass. Downfield, the bomb, airs it out, and knocked away by Padula. Padula with the defense as McGinley looked for Adams. McGinley limps over to the sidelines. He's got a bum ankle, it looks like. Coach Ryan with instructions. Both teams have played their hearts out tonight. Oh boy, and no matter what side you're on, these players, I'll tell you, a nice bucket of wings after a game like this helps you makes you feel a little bit better anyway. Just a minute 6 remaining. 2nd down for Seton. McGinley to pass. Flushed out of the pocket. Pressure on him. Miscavige with the sack. Joe Miscavige, and the clock stays running. He couldn't get out of bounds. The clock is ticking. 50 seconds. Seton with a 3rd down play. There isn't much time to come to the sidelines now. You have a 3rd down play. You can't even afford to stop the clock by throwing one out of bounds. You got to send the guys down. You have to wing it out. 3rd and about 20. From their own 20. 80 yards ahead, over the middle, and incomplete. Not sure it was tipped. Pressure on McGinley, applied this time by Plattsburgh's Coral. Josh Coral, a big man on defense tonight for Plattsburgh. And just 29 seconds remaining, and Seton Catholic down to its final attempt. It's 4th down. Ball at the 20. 4th down. McGinley hustles into the huddle. Back is Bodette, and you almost want to send 2-3 guys back. And timeout called. Plattsburgh takes a timeout. 29 seconds on the clock. We're in the 4th quarter. The score on the Downtown Delhi scoreboard is Plattsburgh High School 14, Seton Catholic Central 7. Jason Terry over the ball for Seton Catholic. 4th down from their own 20-yard line. Last chance. They need a 1st down. Seton fires it. Downfield, no one there. Incomplete pass. Hornets get the ball. No flags down. Hornets get the ball with 24 seconds on the clock, and that should all but seal a Hornet victory. Barring a catastrophe on the Hornet side, Plattsburgh High School should get the ball and take the knee. But stranger things have happened. We want to thank Downtown Delhi for their support, the Walkers, the Perrys, the Howards, the Wallenhorst, and of course, the matriarch of the whole gang, Gladys Perry, always a supporter of sports in the North Country. Hornets up to the line. DeLeese in the backfield and a deep man back. I've never seen this formation. Walker is about 20 yards back, and McMillan takes the knee. And now the Hornets can let the clock run out and have their first victory in an awful, awful long time. Let me tell you, Plattsburgh High School celebrates. Plattsburgh High School celebrates, and a well-deserved victory. The student body, half of the student body, the cheerleaders out onto the field. That's Plattsburgh High School. The streak is over. 18-game losing streak is history. Let me tell you, it is history. As Plattsburgh High School defeats Seton Catholic Central by a score of 14-7 tonight at Bailey Avenue. Mark it in the scorebook, and congratulations to head coach Mike Bordeaux. The coach worked hard. The coach showed a lot of faith in his guys. He didn't give up despite the 0-3 record and no points. Tonight they got all they needed on the offensive side, and the Hornets defense played a whale of a game. Josh McMillan with 2 completions. Hornets with 10 first downs in the ball game. Seton Catholic with 12. Third down conversions. Plattsburgh 4 of 9. They came up with the big plays. Seton Catholic 4 of 14. Fourth down conversions. Plattsburgh 1 of 3. Seton Catholic 2 of 7. Turnovers in the ball game. 2. Seton turned the ball over twice, and Plattsburgh High School turned the ball over once. Both teams scored 7 points off of turnovers, so that was a wash there. Unofficially, Plattsburgh High School a total of 42 plays, 245 yards. Yes, they do have an offense. And Seton Catholic, 58 plays, 16 more plays than Plattsburgh, and 199 yards. Scoring in the ball game, Plattsburgh High School in the second quarter at 8:29, a 7-yard TD run by Nick Walker. It was a whale of a run. The kick was added by Longshore, and Plattsburgh led 7-0. In the third quarter, with 4:08 remaining, a 38-yard touchdown run up the middle by Tim DeLeese. He shook off tacklers, and the kick was good by Brian Longshore, and that made it 14-0, but Seton wasn't out of it. In the fourth quarter, with 3:39, an 11-yard touchdown pass. McGinley threw a strike to a diving Adams in the end zone, and a great catch there. The kick was good by DeCamp, and it was 14-7, and that's where the ball game ended. Seton had one final chance deep in their own territory, but Plattsburgh High School defense stood tall and held. Thanks to Laura Gagnon for her work on camera. She's our Ronnie's Michigan's videographer. Thanks once again to Downtown Delhi for the great support of CVAC football. And final thanks to the statman, Eric Gagnon. The final score, Plattsburgh High School 14, Seton Catholic Central 7. This is Foxy Gagnon on behalf of everyone at North Country Cable Network saying good night, North Country.